Okay, Sequence fam, we are on our fourth training routine for September with dumbbells. The first exercise that we are going to do is going to be a bent over row. I do think that this one is a little bit more technically demanding, so I prefer for you to go light as you're getting your technique down. But what we're going to do is we're going to push our hips back, keep our back nice and straight. You can bend your legs, you notice my legs are slightly bent, and we're going to row up from right here, just like this. A lot of times what people have the tendency to do is by the time they get to their last rep, they're kind of standing up like this. I want you to make sure that you've pushed your hips back just like that. So that's the bent over row. The next one that we're going to do is a half lunge. So you can use weight, you can use your own body weight, whatever you feel comfortable with. You can even put your hand on a wall for a little bit of support. But what I want you to do is we're going to take a nice big step back, and we're only going to go down that far, and we're going to come right back up. Notice that I want us to keep our shin vertical for this. We're going to try to stay nice and upright, and just like that. You can hold weight up here like this. You could also hold the weight right here like this, okay? If you don't have any knee issues, I'm okay if you want to try to go a little bit lower or even go the full lunge, but this right here is all I'm requiring, is that half lunge. Again, just keep an eye on the knee, trying not to let it move forward. We're keeping our whole foot in contact with the ground when we're doing this exercise. So those two are paired together, and then we are going to be down on a mat. So again, hopefully you have a nice comfortable yoga mat. We're going to do a glute exercise and then a core exercise. First one is going to be a frog bridge. So our feet are going to be just like this. Going to be off to the side, so I'm going to lie down, and I'm going to bridge right up from there, okay? So we're going to get all 10 of our reps in, or sorry, I keep saying 10. I want us to do 12. We're going to get all 12 of our reps in, and then we're going to do a dead bug hold. So what that means is we're going to be right here. We're going to push our knees into our hands. We're going to push our hands into our knees, okay? You're going to end up crunching up a little bit, so it's going to look just like this, all right? Once you get done with the prescribed amount of time, you can go ahead and take a break. Come back to this after a minute, get done with your second, and if you are doing a third set, go ahead and do that. The next round of exercises, we will need weights. We're going to do a dumbbell fly. So for this, I don't want our arms to be completely straight. We're actually going to have a slight arm bend. We're going to start up right here. Our palms are facing each other, and we're going down and bringing them up together, just like this. Basically like you're giving someone a hug, okay? So once we get done with these, and you should feel this in your chest, if you have any shoulder issues, it's okay if we just avoid this exercise in general. The next exercise that we're going to do is a dumbbell pullover. So I'm going to have you hold the weight like this, and you can keep your low back on the ground, and we're going to go over just like this. Dumbbell might come close to tapping the ground, and then we're going to come straight back up. So these two will be paired together. You can take a minute break, that is totally fine. And then when you are ready, we're going to be on all fours. So this is what this is going to look like, is we are going to do a kickback, okay? So for this, what I want us to do is have our elbow up like this, and we're just gonna kick back just like that, okay? And once we get done with our right side or our left side, or wherever we started with, go ahead and go over and do the other side. The last thing that I'm going to have you do is a bear position hold. So we're just gonna hold this position right here for the prescribed amount of time. If we have to break in between, just like that, that's totally fine. Imagine that there was a glass of water on your back and you didn't want it to spill. And so once you've done this, again, you can end the video and get through the 2 or 3 sets, whatever you decided you were going to do today, and awesome work.